You know, my wife grew up in a rural town in Arizona. At one point, I was actually running for city council there. That's why I love the fact that Kamala Harris has a plan for rural America. She understands how important these folks are and that they can't be left behind. She wants to do things like expand small business financing for entrepreneurs in those areas. Harris also announced earlier this month that if elected, her administration will work to ensure that contract opportunities to provide goods and services to the federal government, which have historically gone to the largest businesses, will be expanded to smaller businesses like those that exist in rural communities. As someone who has spent quite a bit of time in the government contracting world, I can assure you that the article is correct. Those contracts usually end up going to some well established contracting company, not a small business. So I think opening that realm up would be big. And what I like too is that they point out that Donald Trump enabled corporate meat packers and agribusinesses to run family farms out of business. So, of course, Mr. I make a deal, Mr. Businessman, he doesn't care about the little guy. He doesn't care about us. He's going to grease the wheels for his wealthy business owners, and he's going to look at you and me and say, I don't care. And finally, as a veteran, Vice President Harris has helped expand health care and disability benefits for over 4.4 million veterans in rural areas through the passage of the PACT Act. Legislation specifically applies to veterans who were exposed to toxins such as burn pits and Agent Orange during their service. So while I was never exposed to any of those chemicals that I know of, it just makes me happy to see that my brothers and sisters are being taken care of finally. So look, all, you see what I'm doing here. I'm not going to sit here and tell you who to vote for, but what I am going to ask you to do is be educated. When you walk into that voting booth November 5th, make sure you have the information. Make sure it's an informed choice when you vote. That's all I ask. As always, much love. Keep fighting. Stay safe out there. Whatever you do, make sure you vote.